What about this clip looks weird to you? Maybe it's the fact that I'm sitting 2 inches from my monitor or that I'm using neon, but for most of you, it's probably the fact that my gun model is on the left side of my screen. In this video, I'm going to explain my reasoning for why my gun is on the left side, since for me, it's more than just personal preference. As I said in my last video, which if you want to watch it, click the top right of the screen, I like to gain any potential competitive advantage that I can to help me play better and more consistently in Valorant. This can be anything from how I sit at my desk, how I grip my mouse, how I pre-aim corners, and even down to what side of the screen my gun is on. The reason why I have my gun on the left side of the screen as opposed to the more commonly used right side model is due to the fact that I'm right eye dominant. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, you can have a dominant eye? Well, the answer is yes. It is known as ocular dominance, which is the tendency to prefer visual input from one eye to the other, or in simpler terms, just having one eye that fixates on something easier than the other. So that's cool and all, but how does it apply to Valorant? Ocular dominance applies to Valorant in how you view your crosshair, your surroundings, and how you target your opponent within game. We all know that to get a kill in Valorant, all you need to do is put your crosshair on someone's head and shoot the appropriate amount of bullets into it. So in order to do so, we want to have the highest advantage that we can in doing so and lining up that shot. So since I'm right eye dominant, I fixate on my surroundings, my crosshair, and my targets easier with that eye. So in order to have the highest advantage in performing those tasks, I want the right side of my screen to be as clear from any obstructions to what I'm looking at as possible. Having my gun in the way of being able to fixate on those things can cause me to react slower and with more inaccuracy. And I can personally attest to the fact that since switching my gun-handedness to complement my ocular dominance, my aim has gotten so much more consistent and more accurate after getting used to a different gun model. So how can you find your ocular dominance, you may ask? Well, it's a lot easier than you may think. The simplest way to do so, and the way I found out, is to first find an object at least 5 feet away from you. Next, make a triangle with your hands, and with both eyes open, put the object in the center of the triangle. Now close one eye and slowly bring the triangle closer to your face. If the object stays in the center of the triangle, then the eye you have open is your dominant eye. And if the object is out of view or completely outside the triangle, then the eye that you have closed is your dominant eye. Now you can go into Valorant and put your gun to the side of your screen that is opposite of your dominant eye. And if you don't know where the setting is, it's at the bottom of general settings at the top of the last section. So for those of you that do end up switching your gun-handedness to whichever side complements your ocular dominance, I'll just give you a point of advice that this will definitely feel really weird at first, and you may whiff a lot more within your first hour or so of playing. But if you commit to this new gun model, you'll get used to it faster than you think, and I'm sure that you'll find it a lot easier to fixate on your targets, your crosshair, your surroundings, or whatever the heck you're looking at in Valorant. So I hope this explains the super nerdy reasoning as to why my gun is on the left side of my screen. Give it a shot for yourself to find out what your ocular dominance is and see if switching your gun-handedness helps you become a more consistent Valorant player and aimer. If you have any questions at all, I'll be replying to all of you guys in the comments below. And if you guys want to come ask me questions live, you can head over to my Twitch stream, which is in the link in the description. I should be live as soon as this video is going up as well. It's just twitch.tv/Iridium. Make sure to come by and say what's up. And if this does help you out, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe button, and notification bell. So thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next one. And on that note, ta-ta for now.